Back with Coach Q. It's been a while since we talked, Coach, and it's been a pretty good couple weeks for the Spartans. Like big wins over Fremont, Elida, Finley. Take us back a little bit through those games.
Fremont, we were still kind of glitching, trying to find a measuring stick for the team. We played well. We didn't finish the game like I wanted to. Actually, we hadn't finished either game between Fremont or Finley. I'm sorry, Fremont or Elida like we wanted to. But again, I was able to see some differences in our defense, in our speed, and our transition. So that was good to obviously get a win there at Elida. That was a hometown rivalry, always. So Elida played us tough. They had a kid that hit 10 3-pointers on us. He had a great game. But again, I thought our pressure was the difference. I thought our finishing around the basket was the difference, and being in the right spots defensively also helped. We've been doing a great job of rebounding. The first few games, our opponents out-rebounded us. The last few, we've out-rebounded our opponents. And I think those two keys is what we emphasize a lot, defending the ball and rebounding. We went up to Finley. Obviously, for Lima Senior, has always been a hostile atmosphere and a tough place to play. But we went up there with a mindset of defending and rebounding and not allowing those guys to have second chance opportunities. We started off slow due to the fact that I wanted to keep my guys out of foul trouble. But in the second quarter, again, we turned the pressure up and it worked well for us. And we was able to close that game out and actually finished that game well. That game against Finley is probably the best we finished. So that was a plus.
You feel like you sort of turned the corner now? You had those first couple losses beginning of the season. Now you're in a stretch of wins.
I don't know if we've turned the corner fully. We are making some strides. I don't think people understand how good of a team Toledo St. John's was. Going to Walpark shorthanded obviously was also a tough loss. But again, we're getting better and better each game. I've continued to tell people we're going to take baby steps. I'm giving it 8 to 9 games, then we should have everything rolling. But right now, we still have some pieces and some things that we have not done well, and we're trying to emphasize that. But me and my staff are seeing definitely a big-time difference.
You had a couple weeks off now, and then you get Clay at home on Friday. Is that tough having those days off with no games, with the cancellation last week?
It's very tough. I think we're probably one of the only schools in the state that has had 3 10-day layoffs. These guys practice a lot in the preseason, and they do things kind of building up for the game. And obviously our first game against Central Catholic was pushed back, so we had a 10-day layoff, and to have another game canceled last week against Whitmer, which gave us our third 10-day layoff. So it's tough getting guys in the gym for a week and a half of practice with no games, but you can also get some things done. We didn't practice every day to 10 days. I give their bodies a couple days to rest. We were able to get in the weight room quite a bit and do some things to get our strength better. But we have a baby NBA schedule coming up. We got 4 games next week and 4 games the following week. So the 10-day breaks are over. Now we're going to have a lot of games.
Talk a little bit about these next couple weeks and who you're playing and how tough some of those teams are going to be for you.
Well, next week we got 2 Toledo teams on Tuesday and Wednesday. We travel to Toledo Central Catholic on Tuesday. We'll get home late because it's a triple header. Then we'll have to travel again back up to Toledo on Wednesday to play Whitmer. So that's going to be more of a mental aspect of the game, and hopefully we can play well. And then to be honest, Friday and Saturday, I'm not even sure who we play. I don't look ahead. I do know we play both Toledo teams because I know the bus schedule. But we'll cross that path when we come. I very rarely look ahead as far as who we play. I try to take one game at a time, and right now we're focused on this week trying to beat Clay.
Coach, I saw you tweeting a little bit about the Southwest games, and are you going to be there to watch those future Spartans?
I will not miss that game. That's a big-time rivalry that's always been here for as long as I can remember. Obviously, I'm a West Titan, but I kind of have to stay neutral, even though I kind of want West to win. But we want to get that rivalry back, and I think the last few years it's kind of died down a little bit. Tonight we're expecting a large crowd here at Lima Senior. The game has been moved to Lima Senior due to the fact the last game, which was at South, was pretty much sold out, not ticket-wise, but just seating-wise. So we felt we could bring the game here. These kids need to see that type of environment. It'll be good for the kids, it'll be good for the community, And I think everybody around Lima area wants to see that South and West rivalry return.